Hero MTB Himalaya is India's premier international mountain bike race. It is rated amongst the toughest endurance cross-country races in the world and goes through some of the most gruesome yet beautiful trans-Himalayan terrain of Himachal Pradesh, India. The state's extensive network of natural trails travel through towering hilltops and deep valleys, lush green pine forests and apple orchards, beautiful meadows and happy villages, making Himachal a bikers, hikers, kayakers and rafters delight, a dream come true for the adventure sports lover. HASPA, Himalayan Adventure Sports and Tourism Promotion Association, was initiated by a group of like-minded people from varied backgrounds and disciplines, with a vision of promoting mountain biking. They have come a long way since 2004 in establishing Himachal Pradesh as one of the premier destinations for mountain biking in the international arena.
The cycle rally was organized by Himalayan Adventure Sports and Tourism Promotion Association in association with Himachal Tourism.
पहाड़ों पर साइकिल चलाने का अपना अलग मजा होता है और माउंटेन्स बाइक रेसिंग दुनिया का चौथा सबसे तेजी से उभरता हुआ खेल है। अब भारत में भी इसकी लोकप्रियता बढ़ रही है।
हिमाचल प्रदेश की वादियां गवाह बनेंगी दूसरी माउंटेन साइकिलिंग रेस।
Mountain biking as a sport is gradually becoming popular in India. The Himalayan cycle rally, which is on, is not only putting the cyclists' guts to test, but is also introducing them to a part of the state which is spotless and undiscovered.
More than 75 cyclists, including some from foreign countries, took part in the 4th Himalayan Cycling Rally.
Hello and welcome to a special show here on CNN IBN. I'm Pavitra Sazawal and I'll take you through an exhilarating 10-day adventure. 75 mountain bikers decided to challenge the Himalayas. Let's find out how they did it.
We started as a very small organization. Just a dream, a vision to build a great race across the world. And I think with the support of our sponsors, Hero is supporting us in a big way this year. And with a group of quality international riders who are here, I think we have achieved level 1 of our dream.
I've been waiting all year to do this. As for a bike race, you couldn't ask for a better setting. You have these huge mountains all around us, a great country, good food. It's just built to be a great adventure. And as far as the race goes, it's important for every country to have a race for the young riders to look up to, a goal, something for them to aspire to. And it seems that MTB Himalaya has that established. And from here it's just going to grow with the right.
I want to see more local women riding their bikes. And I want to bring more women to this sport for around the world and visit Himalayas. That is my mission.
We need to come together, make a bigger platform, and take this event or this sponsorship to partnership. And that is how this first Hero partnership happened for MTB Himalayas 2014, and this will continue in long run.
The race has seen growing interest from the international mountain biking community, and the 10th Hero MTB Himalaya saw 60 riders from 13 different countries come together to savor real mountain bike racing.
Hard to say, I think that you don't know who all your competitors are going to be, so I think the first day you kind of get a feel for the race, how it's going to go.
It's a nice country. I like the Himalayas, and yesterday I ride a little bit and it was very nice. We can show the mountains, and I hope we have a little bit time to see on the track the nice view from this country.
The race kicks off in Shimla, popularly known as the Queen of Hill Stations, taking you through backroad trails rarely visited by tourists. The riders have to complete 500 kilometers of gut-wrenching uphills and rapid downhills, making a total elevation gain of 12,000 meters and a maximum altitude gain of 3,250 meters in just a matter of 6 days. Stage races can be very demanding. Every day presents a different set of challenges, and the Hero MTB Himalaya is no different. The staggering elevation gain required throughout the race is not a simple task, and even a seasoned mountain biker is required to put in a good number of hours training for months before even contemplating competing. The race requires high levels of physical and mental endurance. Each and every day is demanding, posing a different set of challenges for the rider. The race demands endurance, and the point is not to push too hard on any single day or a single uphill. It is essential to plan for a full day of riding and for the entire race. The secret is stamina, not speed alone. The pace at which the leading riders zoom through the downhills and the way they endure some really long and demanding uphills is simply awe-inspiring. Even for the most seasoned of riders, it is not as easy as it looks. While some highly trained international riders are able to complete a day in less than half the time taken by some of the slower riders, the Himachal Pradesh trails pose a significant challenge, with relentless uphills having to be completed on a daily basis, unlike anything seen in their home trails.
The first bottom half was pretty fast in the tarmac. Then we hit the pine trees and it was pretty cool in there. It's a lot like Canada. And this last bit got pretty steep, so we got lots of altitude quick. I wouldn't say it was easy, but my body felt good today, so it was nice to go steady. But we kept looking up and saw black clouds, so I was worried it was going to be raining up here, but yeah, this is perfect.
Jalori? Oh, very difficult, very difficult. My chainring is too big, it's 34. I only have one chainring, and being with that chainring, it's very, very hard.
मलाई चाहिँ उता जलरी पास भन्ने ठाउँको त्यहाँ क्लाइम्बिङ पनि एकदम स्टिप पनि थियो अलिकति त्यहाँ रमाइलो लाग्यो एकदम क्लाइम्बिङ चाहिँ रमाइलो लाग्यो अनि डाउनहिल पनि एकदम लङ थियो रमाइलो भयो डाउनहिल त्यहाँको सेक्सन चाहिँ एकदम रमाइलो लाग्यो मलाई चाहिँ
Yeah, we had a good day. It was a really long stage, but yeah, didn't feel that long because there was a long descent, and yeah, the first section was really nice. Those steep climbs, it was easy to change the meters, because otherwise on those climbs here you always have a really long way and you hardly make climbing meters. And today it was steep and just got the altitude. It was really good, and yeah, the last climb was really hot again, but went way better than last time when I got the heat stroke there.
Besides for the few front runners, competing in the race is an uphill task for many of the seasoned international and local mountain bikers who have many hours of training behind them.
So far it's really went good for me. We had a nice stage today, and the three first stages were also really good, and it's getting better and better. I come along with the altitude better and better, and the power output is every day a little higher. I think the toughest day was day 2 for me, because we went up this last climb and it had about 45 degrees in there, and it was really hot, and really, yeah, it was a flat climb and you didn't get the meters in altitude, so you were riding and riding and riding, and the climb didn't end.
It was very tough. Till Jalori it was good, but like we didn't know that there was such a steep uphill section. That was really bitchy, but now we are here.
I think just the greater scenery, bigger challenge. I like the idea of just one big climb, one descent, which wasn't so great, I must admit, but then one big descent and then right into the finish. great place to finish here in town. And also feel much better on a personal level. Very much like a rider today, as opposed to a sack of shite, which I felt like for the last 2 days.
Adventure sports, till now, were not a big part of culture in the subcontinent of India, and mountain biking was no different. In the last few years, however, the adventure community in India and the region has witnessed exponential growth as more and more people are moving outdoors. Many people are embracing nature in their leisure time, while some are even able to become professional athletes. Though the humble bicycle has always been very much a part of Indian culture, it was always considered merely to serve as a means of transport for the poor, out of necessity. That perception is fast changing, with mountain biking seen as a sport that not only allows you to lead a healthy lifestyle, but also reach out to your inner self. Now, many ride just because they love riding. It is now not an uncommon sight in urban towns to see youth and adults in groups enjoying a morning ride, or even heading out on day trips to explore the countryside. Then there are those few who dare to sign up for the Hero MTB Himalaya, one of the toughest endurance races. Some come to test their own personal limits, while others just love to be out there in the middle of all that nature. Without a doubt, competing at a race of such magnitude, or even just being able to get to the finish line every day, is a huge challenge, but that won't stop you from coming again and again. You can never get enough.
For the first time, it was proper mountain biking, and just to experience what it actually is, because we can't experience this kind of a surface and tracks anywhere, never by ourselves. But this time I'm properly testing myself, because I'm familiar with what to expect and what to get.
Fellow professional riders have tremendous amount of dedication. I have just learned from them. Some of them ride 100 kilometers a day, which is truly staggering. So I would like to also follow them. I would like to, if not 100 kilometers, I would like to cycle around 40-50 kilometers a day, so that I could just bring up my level to the next level.
नए नए और अच्छे राइडर आ रहे हैं, उनके साथ हमारे को वो कैसा करते हैं, कैसा चलते हैं, वो भी हमारी हम ताकत लगा लेते हैं, वो ताकत नहीं लगा लेते, वो टेक्निक से चलते हैं, हम ताकत लगा लेते हैं। ये हमारे को सीखने मिला उसमें।
While many of the riders are serious amateurs, there have been quite a few who are now even taking it up professionally. The Hero Action Team is the first private professional mountain bike team from India's very own Hero Cycles, the world's largest manufacturer of bicycles. The team made their debut race with a very promising performance. The young riders from the Hero Action Team had very promising results and will certainly be moving up the charts very soon.
The culture in India of mountain biking is going great. More and more people are involving in it, and many people are supporting this sport. They are supporting well, as we are 5 fellow riders and we are fully sponsored riders. Compared to last year, this year there are more good riders. As you can see, Corey Wallace is world number 20, you can see, and the other 2 fellow riders, Wolfgang and Manuel. They're also good riders, and the army team is really performing well. I'm training very hard from the past few years, and I really want to compete in international races.
Events such as the Hero MTB Himalaya not only bring international riders to the region, but they also play a key role in the development of the sport. It is a platform where they can test themselves and, more importantly, learn from the more experienced international riders and see what it takes to become the best. The race also has its share of entertaining riding, from rewarding uphills to downhill thrills. Finishing on top is easier said than done. Knowing what you have achieved and calculating how far there still is to go is essential, as the race is not over until you've crossed that finish line. Keeping energy on reserve for the final days of the race could not be more important, particularly for the front runners, as you do not want to burn out too soon.
I lost 1 minute and 40 seconds against the Nepali couple. The difference between the Nepalese right now, it was 16 minutes and now it's 14. So I expect to not lose too much if I have another bad day. I hope that I have a good days and extend the difference. Let's see what's happening.
राम्रै भइरहेछ, राम्रै गरिरहेछ हामी त टिममा हो आइमान। ओभरअलमा चाहिँ हामीले टार्गेट गरेको फोर्थ फिफ्थ हुने, हामी चाहिँ फोर्थसम्म आउने। अहिले चाहिँ हामी फिफ्थ र सिक्स्थ छ, सकेसम्म हामी फोर्थको राइडरलाई चाहिँ पछाडि पार्ने गर्दैछु। यो 2 दिनमा चाहिँ हेरौँ, टाइमिङ राम्रो गरौँ। टिममा त छैन, अब तैपनि हामी इन्डिभिजुअल राइडरहरूसँग गर्छु, तर सेफ्टी पार्टले कुदाउनु पर्ला अब 2 दिनको।
The race finally ended in Shimla, with Corey Wallace from Canada securing the first position, followed by Manuel and Andreas in the men's solo, while Sonia finished first in the women's solo. In the teams category, Ayaman and Budi from Single Trek's team, Nepal, secured the first position, followed by Naresh and Purna from the Indian Army team in second place, and Shashir and Manchit in third, also from the Indian Army team. John Funk finished strong in the Masters solo, followed by Michael in second position and Jerry in third.
Yeah, it feels great. Sense of relief. Up until you cross the finish line, anything can happen. Like you saw Jacob go off a cliff today. So it's just, until you go across the finish line, nothing's in the bag.
Nice to stand on the podium and be squirted with champagne and be handed flowers to the amassed crowds was a highlight of anyone's cycling career. It was good. Good fun.
नेपालको नाम राखिए त्यसै खुसी छ दाजु। फर्स्ट भयो टिममा हैन, रमाइलो भइरहेछ। फर्स्ट टाइममा आएको, फर्स्टै भयो, रमाइलो।
After 6 days of racing through the Himalayas, it was no wonder that all of the participants were exhausted, learning firsthand why the Hero MTB Himalaya is known as one of the toughest endurance races in the world. The race concluded with international participants happy to be headed back home, but with a heavy heart and a promise to be back. Local riders vowed to train even harder for the next year's race, everyone leaving with memories of the experience of a lifetime. The 10th year has been a landmark year in the history of MTB Himalaya, a new beginning as Haspa and Hero Cycles team up to put this incredible race and this incredible place on the international mountain bike race map.